Hello, I'm Sebastian Andrew. Thank you for coming. Today, I'm going to talk about two things. Well, that's my point anyway, is to talk about two things, but we know how I am. I'll probably go off on several different strands. First off, I want to share with you a vision I had. I got hit with yesterday morning. If any of you remember the show The Magicians, I think I'm remembering that title correctly. The college age kids in the School of Magic that went to different realms. There was one episode where one of them killed a god in another realm. And someone in that realm said, well, there's going to be a backlash because the parents, the other gods, the upper gods, are not going to sit still for what you've done. And an episode later, all I remember this episode is they're all sitting in class, and somebody dressed like a handyman or a maintenance guy appears, walks between the desks to the front of the room, opens up a space that wasn't there before, and flips a switch, and their magic disappears. So that's the vision I got, was the handyman coming in and flipping the switch. This vision was a warning, not a threat. Basically, what I got from it was I need to start using what I've been given, the energies that have been entrusted to me, or they will dissipate. They will be taken away. I can't say will, they may be taken away. So I need to, one, work with what I teach, what I've been teaching you in the TikTok videos and what I will continue to teach in these videos. And exactly that, I need to continue teaching, because spreading knowledge of the occult as I perceive it will help you perceive your world a little differently. And one of you, or several of you, may find a goal in your explorations of the magic around you, or you may find a life. There's a great deal to be explored still in the realms of magic, in this world of magic. There are doors to be found and opened, and I'm just one practitioner. Well, two, if you look at it that way. I am a practitioner, and I am a creative, and I am a energetic. That's basically what I call myself. I don't call myself a witch. I don't call myself a warlock. I don't call myself any of those titles. Because what I do is I work with energy. I condense, I put energies together, I give it intent, or them intent if I do more than one, and I send it out. Okay? And yes, I have what is basically an altar, where I show off my beliefs and the healing hands, the statue of the figure of Lilith there in the front, the various goddesses, my pantheon. That's my beliefs. And that is what I've been talking to you about, is healings and working with energy, working within yourself and with yourself, and what you can draw to yourself, not necessarily with tools, with wands and knives and boleens, which I have a boleen somewhere. It's basically a woman's tool, but, well, depending on which practice you follow. But since my practice is bits and pieces of different traditions, my tools are therefore different, and sometimes not always I don't mainly practice the tradition I pulled the tool from, but it struck me, usually very hard, and usually in the back of the head. It struck me as useful, which is when I started using it. I do not have an athame, a knife, that I use. I don't see the point, pun intended. And that's a personal statement as well as a practitioner's one. And if you think about it, you might come up with an answer for that when it pertains to me. And you might not. So we'll see what happens. But I am heeding the vision I was given. I won't tell you what I'm doing, because the practice utilizing the energies that I was given is private to me. And while I may eventually speak of the spells that I have created and put to use, in this instance, I will not, except to tell you that rhyming, at least for me, rhyming works best. And it takes a few times for me to get the rhyme together. But I've managed to get what was a long wish down into a short rhyme, and have been using it to push the intent out. So we'll see what happens. You can listen to the growth as I talk about the things that I do, or the things that happen. The things I manifest. There's the word I'm looking for. What manifests from me working these energies. So there's that. Now, I don't have a lesson for today for magic. I have one that I'm putting together. I just have to find a couple of pieces, which are hidden somewhere in my room, my bedroom, so I'm going to have to dig for them. So there's that. Now, the second part of this video is another lesson in being a creator, another story, if you wish. Most creators, most visual creators, take a bunch of videos and stick them together to create one, or two, or three. I do not know how to edit. I have the software. I'm sure if I ever get truly bored, which doesn't happen, I could learn how to use the software to do that, to stick videos together, to stick bits and pieces together. But I don't see a point. I can create a video for you to watch, like I'm doing this one, all in one sitting. I sit here, I talk to you, I put it together, and I post it. No ifs, no ands, no buts, no stops, no jumping. Just do it. And if it takes one try or 7, I keep going. I keep doing until I have one solid video to post. Now, I've had a couple of people comment to me that, oh, you should learn how to edit. You should be able to stick things in your videos. Yeah. I do the pictures. You've seen the videos where I've printed pictures out and shown them to you. I've done a couple videos which were just verbal with a GIF that I recorded, and you have my voice in the background, and all you see is the moving, the little energy bug that I found that I use, which I've been told is rather annoying. So I'm not going to use the energy bug, I don't think, again, or maybe use something else, a different GIF that I can find. But oh, the other thing is some creators, a lot of creators, use green screen. They use a backdrop and project pictures onto it, or they blur out what's behind them. So you're more focused on them. Now me, I use physical backdrops. This is a shower curtain. For the longest time, it hung in my bedroom. And if you watch the Portal videos on TikTok, you understand what it was that I did with it. But I have others. I have other backdrops that I can use. I have this one. And I also have one that is a red cloth with a black paisley pattern on it, which I'm thinking about using in the near future. And I will show that to you another time. Right now, I don't have a loose piece. I have several pieces hanging in my apartment as kind of a Victorian wallpaper, because Victorians loved covering their walls. They loved creating things that weren't there. And what they would do is they would hang a piece of cloth in a pattern they liked and frame it like a picture. And right now, I have I have the cloth up in a number of places. One being directly behind my desk. I don't know if I can. Let's see if I can show it to you. Hang on. It's going to be a little bit of a ride. But there it is. See, that's the pattern that I have. And I'm going to get another piece of cloth just like that and make a backdrop from it that I can use where this one is now. So what I would like and what I'm going to try to do, or see if I can do here on YouTube, is create a poll. And all of you who watch my videos can tell me which backdrop you like. Now I have other ones. I keep saying that. I have other ones. I have to find them. One is very basic. It's a white curtain with flowers, like a field of flowers on it. I have another purple one, but it's different from the one I showed you. I'll have to see if I can find it. So I want your opinion. I want your input in what you'd like to see behind me. What would help you focus? Or maybe no backdrop at all. You just see the wall behind me. Now that I don't think I'm going to go with that because the wall behind me is, well, first off, it's not one big wall. So having the backdrop um, covers that. It's a little wall, and then it's the opening, the doorway into my kitchen, which is only half as big as what they created because I put a bookshelf in the middle of it, or in the one side of it. So it's making use of the space I've got, and the space I've got ain't very big. Um, and another day I will take you on a tour of my what I call the cupboard. If you remember Harry Potter, in the first movie, he lived in the cupboard under the stairs. And when I saw this place, I called it the cupboard. I called it the cupboard at the top of the stairs. Well, it's not. It is at the top, but it's also at the end of the hall, and that's what I call it now. It's a sign on my door that says "cupboard at the end." Welcome to the cupboard at the end of the hall. So I try to make something good out of what life hands me. So I've got this space that I live in, that I create in, that I work in, and that I share with you 3 days out of a week for you to listen and learn and hopefully grow. So I hope you come back to me again and we can continue.